O Aspas foi o único brasileiro dentro do top 10 melhores jogadores do Champions, ranking feito pelo maior podcast sobre Valorant, e eles disseram o que esperam do jogador pro Champions. A Vivo Cage fez um comunicado oficial a respeito do seu elenco de Valorant. Se liga só em 5 motivos para você conhecer a melhor plataforma sobre Valorant. Você terá acesso a aulas com grandes personalidades do cenário, como Spaca e Belk. Você terá um coach profissional para analisar suas POVs e ver onde você está errando, e assim te passar um treino personalizado. Você terá acesso à ferramenta Encontre um Duo, onde você poderá achar um jogador com o mesmo objetivo que o seu para nunca mais jogar sozinho. Você terá campeonatos mensais para colocar todo aprendizado em prática, tudo com transmissão e caster profissional. E para finalizar, tudo isso custa menos de R$1 por dia. E com o cupom SMOKEMID15 você tem 15% de desconto. O link estará aqui na descrição. Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Sempre que está perto de um evento internacional, é bem padrão que o Plat Chat, um dos maiores, se não o maior podcast de Valorant, faça o ranking dos 10 melhores jogadores do campeonato. E dessa vez não foi diferente, eles votaram, juntaram seus votos e fizeram o ranking. Normalmente é bem comum termos ao menos 2 brasileiros no top 10, mas dessa vez não foi o que aconteceu. Assim ficou o ranking geral deles, e 4 jogadores da Fnatic dominaram o top 4. E o único brasileiro a aparecer dentro do top 10 foi o Aspas. O Les foi o segundo a aparecer e ficou em 11º. E separamos aqui pra gente conferir o que eles falaram sobre o Aspas e sobre o fato dele cair tanto de posição, já que no ranking do Masters Tokyo ele foi o primeiro lugar da lista.
Moving. Who is number 7 on the list? It is Aspas. So this is like probably the lowest I think he's ever been on one of these lists. His previous rank was 1. Despite having played only 4 maps since our last top 10, Aspas has fallen 6 ranks, which is quite significant. I, in a way, feel like that has more to do with other players being able to display how good they are than him being significantly poorer. It was just that all of Loud had
he didn't
bad
play
showing.
Jet. He didn't play his role. Like, he played 1 Jet map. What was it? He opted 1 round. Like, it was just at Tokyo. Aspas was not himself. The decisions that Loud made around map veto and around agent compositions they were playing, I think took him out of his comfort, and he just did not play as well as normal. I think keeping him in the top 10 list is credit to how good of a player he is, because he had a rough tournament. But you have to think back to, he won last Champions. He was insane at Masters 1. He's just been like, wait, there wasn't a Masters 1 this year. What event am I thinking of? Lock-in is what that one was called. And as well as in Americas was looking like the best player of Americas. I just hope that Loud doesn't troll him and he actually gets to play the Jet, gets to play his role, and that all of the stuff we've heard and all of the rumors that the streets have been talking about Aspas not working with this team and like having like internal issues, changing rosters and stuff, less being hard to work with, like all that stuff, I hope doesn't come into play and we can see the Aspas that just won last Champions.
Yeah, I think Aspas has the highest upwards mobility potential from this, though. Like, if Loud play well, surely he's going to be one of the 2 key factors individually speaking with him and Les, and I think he could just shoot right back up this ranking, to be honest. I really do think he's dropped by virtue of just like, oh, well, we get to see Paper Rex have a fucking cracked out tournament where 3 of their players are all really in excellent form. Like, it's not so much on him. I think it's just other people got to show how good they were. All the EG people that weren't even in consideration.
I would say that, like, the reason he was top 1, a significant reason that a lot of people were citing was that he started to show a little bit more flexibility off of Jet in the playoffs, and that reason has like gone out the window after the Tokyo performance. So like everybody just wants him to be back on Jet and Raze, and that probably, I mean, hopefully it is just Jet and Raze, but that takes a notch down from, you know, a time where we're seeing Initiator, Sentinels, that sort of thing be ranked highly in the top 10 list. So I think it's fair, but also if he doesn't end up showing good flexibility and like sucks at those agents still, or also forces himself to play those agents, then yeah, he's gonna look bad.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like he still had a good tournament, really. If you just look at like him individually, like in the role that he was put on, he performed well. It was just more the fact of, yeah, when I think of Aspas, I think of a guy who can win a game on his own with a Jet op, and I think that after I watch like more of these teams like EDG, where they just go, this is our big win condition, let's get this guy an op, like literally 2 times more than most teams that I watch. I think I'm gonna be like, if I'm Aspas, I'm watching that, just being like, dude, this should be me. Like the rumors make sense, because if I'm this guy, I'm just like, mate, this should be me. Like the whole team's game plan should be give me an op. Like when everyone's talking about Kankan being the best opera in the world, Aspas should be like, no, that's me. That I want to prove that that's me. And for that to happen, you need to get him the op all the time. You need to like have just the whole game plan based around it, because I think that's where he shines, and in my opinion, that's where they kind of look the best. So yeah, I still think he's had a good performance. But yeah, it's I think he's probably the one we'll see go up and down the most, depending on what Loud does really at this tournament.
I don't think he's going lower than 7th. And
dude, if they go out in groups.
Yeah, but I still, like, again, when I think about these sort of rankings, I'm thinking of how good Aspas is just by default without any of the.
I agree with you. I put him as third because I'm thinking that it is just default. But I'm thinking if we're doing a collective thing, like we can see it's very heavy recency bias. So
I think he has the most room to go up or down depending on Loud's performance. Because at least the way that I build these lists, I think about like I didn't put like a Showers to get to anywhere on my list because I expect Navi to just go out in groups, even though they're incredible and perform every time.
I did that for
Lock-in
because we just had single Elam, but now it's like, I don't know, it's a little bit more of a collective thing. I don't know, but yeah, you're right. It depends how you treat them.
Yeah, which is also becomes more into play because we have 15 people on this list instead of the normal like 4 or 5.
All right, let's move on to number 6. I'm curious to see if any other Loud players are going to be on here. I'm going to assume not.
Probably not.
It should be
Only
surprising
less,
to see
right?
less drop so much because less stocks were at an all-time high after Americas.
But yeah, let's see. Number 6.
Mas e aí, qual a sua opinião sobre a lista? Deixe aí nos comentários e vamos para a próxima notícia. Uma das equipes que disputou o Challenge Brasil, a Vivo Cage, fez um comunicado oficial a respeito da sua lineup de Valorant. Nas redes sociais, a organização comunicou que ainda não tem uma definição completa do calendário de campeonatos oficiais e outras informações para 2024. E diante dessa incerteza, a organização tomou a decisão de mover temporariamente todo o seu time de Valorant para o banco de reservas. Segundo a org, essa medida visa garantir que os jogadores não sejam prejudicados diante das incertezas que cercam o cenário competitivo. Ao fim da nota, a VKS reforça que a intenção é continuar na modalidade, pois acreditam no potencial do jogo e na força da equipe. Mas é isso, pessoal, a Vivo Cage liberou todos os seus jogadores, mas deixou claro que pretende voltar ao cenário competitivo no ano que vem. Deixa a sua opinião sobre tudo isso aí nos comentários, se inscreve aqui no canal para não perder nada, aquele abraço, até o próximo vídeo.